I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous, 'cause I broke all their cages. No, I will sit and take it. No.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate it. It's a little late, but got a question. So I'm hearing that they quit. They're not searching for 5 to 7 days. And then I hear that they are searching. Uh, this is what I got first. Let me show you real quick. Doesn't make a lot of sense if you ask me. JLR posted something earlier, and then Jennifer Coffendoffer. So it says United Cajun Navy has deployed. Let me pop myself over here real quick. 1 second. Has deployed a search crew for Sebastian Rogers weeks after his disappearance. Our team joined in the search today with 5 search dogs. So Olivia was right, I guess. 5 search dogs, 5 or 6. I think she said 6, but 5, close enough. That were already in the area from the search for Riley. I can't say much about today's search except that our team is awesome. That's good. That's good. That's good. So, and then Jennifer Coffendoffer, she said, why would law enforcement ask the Cajun Navy to stand down in their search efforts? And she goes, because they know what happened to Sebastian Rogers and don't want resources wasted. Sad tonight, hoping I am wrong. And then, Marlena, how are you feeling, honey? Hey, it is what it is. You feeling better? Hope you're doing better, honey. Oh, mods. Guys, so I'm doing another channel. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. Is it summer yet? Thank you. I'm getting to the comments. Just chill. Mods. I am doing another channel if anybody uh wants to join. I just created it. I don't even have one subscriber yet. So, um if you want to join, it's just me kind of off the cuff, and here's the link to the channel. It's called the channel's called Hey Sweet Tea. Like Hey Sweet Tea, but TEA. Hold on, I'm getting something else in. It's me probably with sleep in my eye at 3 a.m. in the morning when I can't sleep. Okay. It'll be first up. Hey. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Trevor just sent this to okay. Or I see you just sent this to me and Trevor. So they will be back tomorrow for sure. Thank God. I saw the comments. Someone sent me the comments underneath earlier. I wonder if they found. Thank you guys for subbing. Thank you so much. Let me pop this down for a second. I got to tell you something too in a minute. 1 second. Let me find it. Okay. Todd, are you going back tomorrow, or is it just that I'm hearing that the United Cajun Navy was asked to stand down for 7 days? True. If so, why would you all be asked to stand down? Thank you. We will be back tomorrow. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you guys. Okay, I can post the link again. There you go. Yay. Thank you all. It's just going to be a channel that so that I don't know it. I guess it was lost in translation something, but at least they're coming back out tomorrow on it like a hornet. It's not posting. What do you mean it's not posting? You collect teapots? I have several teapots. There you go. Oh, I can pin it. Yeah, I can pin it. Maybe. I think I can. There you go. I just pinned it to the top. If you want to join, yay. If not, no worries. No worries. If you want to stick Justin not showing. It has no content on it yet. None. I haven't done anything yet. But I'm on both channels right now. Oh, that's probably why. Crap. Let me do something. Hold on a minute. So what I'll do is, hold on. I'll put it in both channels. Just give me 1 second. I forgot I was on both channels. I'm blonde. Well, at least we've got an answer for that, and people can see that it's here. So earlier, Todd, what? Todd. Sorry, not Todd. Here you go. All right, I'm posting it now, and it should enter in both channels. On Clutch, it's pinned to the top. but on the other ones, it's not. So earlier, Chris was not happy. He was not happy that someone took a picture of himself and what's her face. I don't know what's her face, but I'm really bad with names. I can't remember names at all. Katie at the restaurant. They were not happy. They were like, "Who took that picture?" I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't tell you. So let him be mad. That's all I can do. We'll put it up for him again here. We'll put it up again. That's true, YouTuber. You think CP is ever happy? Not really. Not really. They are the Don. Yeah, they're the Don and Candace with money, right? Tell them to get used to it. Their life is, yeah. I said, what's her face? You can tell I'm from the South. What's her face? Off topic. What shade or brand of your lipstick? Right now I just have on Wet and Wild Soft Blur. It's just like a soft blur, and then I just put some lip gloss over it. They're over $1 million in debt. They're over $1 million in debt. Do they have other kids? Patty, he has other. I know he has at least one other child, and he was not happy. Like when someone, he's like, he was talking about his children the other day. He's like, people need to leave him alone, and I agree with that. I agree with him on that. But you could tell he wasn't. He takes up for his kids. You could tell the anger in him more than Sebastian. How did they get that far in debt? Well, they have a house that's bukus of money. You know, they stopped by the tuna, Sammy. I don't know. I think she's so far gone. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like she's gone. Like gone. I don't know, it's weird. Like is she stuck in, I think they're close to something. I wonder that myself. Thank you, Darcy. If they can go out and eat but not search for Sebastian, they can just shut up. Amen. I agree. Out to lunch? Yes. Look at the picture. Look at the picture right there. They did have flyers, and Chris did say, he's like, we got flyers with us. Good. Happy for you. The house is almost $650,000. I think that they just know it's coming, and that's my opinion. They just know it's coming, and they're just waiting. They're just probably just waiting miserably, waiting. It feels like they're fawning, Justin. Fight, freeze, or fawn. Hmm. They haven't lost their appetite. I want to know. You know what I need to ask him next time? We need to ask him about the Harley place, or whatever he was talking about. Because the one that he said that he went to, he did not go to. Or the one I'm thinking that he said he went to. Now, Justin, we all know they're in there passing out flyers, right? I'm just telling you, it's. Did they suspend the Cajun Navy search for 7 days? No. That's what was out there, and people were posting it, and then I saw the comments underneath, and then I got clarification. So I'd be in a mental suit. Oh my God. Hey, nerdy. Yes. You couldn't get me to sit still. Look at Seth out there. The man has a really bad shoulder. And today, whenever the cameras were on, he was like, there they are. You can tell. Well, she's on the phone. He's looking down. Bleeding blisters on your feet. Yeah. He was mad about that photo being taken. Super mad about that photo being taken. Just for show. Perhaps. Perhaps. I just think there's just nothing that can convince me otherwise that they don't know something, that it doesn't make sense. 1 second. It's not normal behavior, but it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, right? I mean, you think about, it's kind of like I was muted for a moment. Uh, it's just like Don and Candace. You know, nobody came up on that hill and got Summer Wells in 2 minutes and went inside their house. I mean, when the FBI is involved and they say that the card team, they just say that there's no sign of anything. Well, things have to make sense for people to believe you, you know. I mean, it has to be a story that at least makes sense for people to believe you. Um, I don't know. Once again, too bad, so sad. They're in the public and therefore subject. Absolutely. I mean, know your constitutional rights. If you are in public, you can take a picture of anybody. Of anybody. Um, she was talking to them about coming to help, is what she said. Yes, yes, I see you. She said she was talking to the um Cajun army about going to help. And I hope that they do that. Where did the dogs hit today? Like 10 minutes away at a park. Um Still no word that I'm aware of, at least, on that. Hey, Lisa. Wonder if they had to knock on the neighbor's door to tell her, let's go eat. Well, I don't think they're going to be knocking on any neighbor's door because the neighbors, which, I mean, when you're allegedly banging one and the rest of them don't really like you, it's a problemo. Threatening law enforcement with legal action. I didn't hear that did they forget who Seth is? Yeah, I mean, Seth is, works for the sheriffs. Yeah. She said she called the Cajun Navy, but the press conference speaker said otherwise. It was Seth. I mean, at this point, I don't really believe much that these two here say, because we've shown, different things that they have not told the truth on, and people have came out and said, no, they didn't. And I mean, just like today, I had someone at that bike place today walk in there, ask them, you know, were they here on, what was it, March 1st? I think it was March 1st. And they said, no, we didn't even have an event on March 1st. And there's not even a flyer here of Sebastian. So I'm thinking, all right, Chris, where were you at on March 1st? Where were you at? Were you at a different bike shop, or where the hell were you? There's not a soul in the world that could stop me from searching for my daughter. Most of us would gladly walk through hell barefoot for our children. 1-800, I pray to God. They did, like with Joe Clyde Daniels, they got that one. I think it was, it wouldn't it was I think it was back in the summertime. One or two children went missing in East Tennessee, and they did find them, but they just don't have a good track record with solving missing people's cases. That's it's a little scary. Um, when it comes to Summer's case, if nothing happens in 2024, I don't know. Like it's going to take either someone that knows something to say something, and I don't think anyone knows anything in the Summer Wells case other than, in my opinion, the people on 110 Ben Hill Road. Thank you, Ava. Or Summer is found. And I just don't know. I just don't know. Because that little girl needs justice. It has taken, we're almost at 3 freaking years. You know, well, JLR and I, worked on the Summer Wells case together. We've been boots on the ground in Tennessee, and that is one case. I don't know if they'll ever. I pray all the time, like, God, just surface her wherever she is. Surface her. Have someone walk right, find her. I was asking. Oh, what shade? It's called I'm Shy. The names they come up with this stuff. Olivia said it was that many dogs in her life. I don't know if it was Olivia that said it, but I know it was. Who was it? The guy in Olivia's video. So Elijah Vu, let's talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up, Chantel. So earlier in the, let's talk about Elijah Vu for a moment. I got a text earlier, and they said that someone at Jesse's apartment. Let me read the text. Let me find the text. That'll be better because I'll screw it up. Okay. They have a picture of a washing machine, or not, they have a picture. Law enforcement was taping up a washing machine. In Elijah Vu case. Now, think about that for a moment. The first thing I thought of was that photo of Elijah in that top loader washing machine. And the second thing that went through my head was Jesse tortured the kid. He literally tortured Elijah. I mean, the probable cause says so. And then the second thing, trigger warning, what I'm about to say, because it went through my head, and there's that picture of Elijah in that washing machine. He was throwing clothes out. It was a cutesy picture. But then I think of Jesse saying he kept giving Elijah cold water. And then I thought, did he put that kid in the washer? Did he put Elijah in that washer? I don't know, but I do know that they have a washer taped up. That I do know. I hope not Plant Diva. But, I mean, where's the washer now? I don't know, other than they were at the apartment. Yes, mom is still in jail. Both of them are still in jail. They do have a bond but in the state of Wisconsin, everyone gets a bond. Everyone gets a bond. So all I know is it was a top load washer. Yeah, it's a cash bond. Hold on a second. Yeah, cash bond. I heard they found mom's phone. I guess we have to wait and see on it. Was he wrapped in a blanket? I mean, Elijah has not been found. Oh, no, so he hasn't been found. But there was a blanket missing. They may have found evidence. Yes. They may have found evidence in the washer. They could have been washing something. So many times after a crime, people are washing stuff. Thank you so much for that, Green Eyes, by the way. Thank you. Madeline is helping bring Sebastian home to his daddy. That's no cheap fifth wheel. No, it's not a cheap fifth wheel. They had like a wave runner. Jody Ayers did. Thank you, Pixie. Yeah, they did find his blanket. They did find his blanket, but I don't know what you mean by wrapped, though. I don't know what you mean by wrapped. He said we're keeping our codes close to the vest regarding Sebastian. What was the 3-hour call about? Mimi, you mean related to Sebastian? So the 3-hour call related to Sebastian. In my theory, I feel like that 3-hour call, something happened like right before that 3-hour call, or if, for instance, let's say that Chris was not home. He was not home, but Kate freaked out. Yeah, this is my attic. I'm on the 3rd floor. So, let's say that she freaked out and she called him freaking out, right? She did something. She's drunk. She's allegedly messing with this guy. Yeah, we found that out. Smiley, thank you so much. Thank you, my love. And she called Chris. She called Chris. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much, my dear, for the cash app. And she called Chris. And it takes about, how long does it take for him to get to where he is from back to their house? It takes 3 hours. She was on the phone. Yep. Chris came to help. And then She's on the phone the entire time. They're doing whatever they're doing from around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. He gets there about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's say it happens at 9 o'clock or so when she calls, and he gets there at 1 o'clock in the morning. From 1 o'clock in the morning till 3 or so in the morning, he's there, and they do whatever they do. And then at 3:30, he leaves to go back to where Memphis. I'm so tired I can't even think. That's my theory if it was just the two of them there. Yep. Bingo. That would be my theory on, like, again, if she is involved. It's time for work. He took him out. Oh, reality wins. I don't think, or rather, I think most everyone thinks that he came out of that garage. Now, if he was there, I think regardless, what did that come and say? Perfect amount of time for him to make it back. Yes. And from the time that those videos are seen outside, right? The videos are seen outside of two on flashlights. Wonder who those two are, in my opinion. By the time he would leave, he would have been in Memphis almost to the exact time they called 911, which was like 6:38 in the morning. 6:36, 6:38, something like that. Is it confirmed that they have no cameras at their house? Is it confirmed? They don't like to answer that. But I also think they said that they weren't working. Now, remember, she works for, allegedly, Brinks. Who knows how to work with cameras better than anyone? Oh, here's my new channel. It's called HeySweettea. But SWEETEA. But they don't. Yes. I said, yes, they do, but they don't work. Now, I'm going to tell you, the only time, in my opinion, she ever turned those cameras off is A, when she was messing around, allegedly, and B, the night Sebastian went missing. What's my new channel about? Pretty much nothing. Just when I want to go live and chit chat. I usually don't just go live and chit chat like I am right now, but I just wanted to talk about this. Were they stopping the search? Were they not stopping the search? But we kind of figured that out. But don't forget, if that front door opened, Chris said not only would neighbor's camera get that, but the shadow would. Yeah. hmm You know, the thing about crime, especially in today's world, if you live in um, a suburban place, and especially urban, we have Ring doorbells everywhere. We have cameras everywhere. You can shut your own cameras off, but you can't shut others off. Cameras don't lie, but people do. So that theory, how did she leave? What do you mean, how did she leave? Who's Yes, and they live in a very nice neighborhood. I mean, they're building right beside of it. I find it interesting. My son's stepfather worked for Brinks, and they had a suspicious robbery, and then all the relatives scattered around that time, behaving quite aggressively. Did y'all hear about this? I At St. Jude construction site, there was a fire. It was on the news. Did anybody see that? Put a 1 in the chat if you read that. Josie had a ring. No? Where was that? Let me see if I can pull it up. I saw it on uh it was on social media somewhere. It was St. Jude Construction. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it was in Memphis. He said he was working for the St. Jude project in Memphis. Yeah. Playing. I was trying to find it. St. Jude. Dumpster fire, melted siding. Oh, that's not. I'm trying to find it, but the piece of wood at St. Jude construction site. No. Funds partially. I don't know. I'll have to find it. I don't know where it's at. I thought I saved it somewhere. There was another one, but that one's like from 20. No, that one's from 2019. I think she called his phone, stayed on it for 3 hours while he left work. Mm. I got the notification, but when I went to it, it took me to a completely different place. For the construction site thingy? Yeah, JLR was down there. Yeah, I'm Googling it, but I don't see it. It was on social media. I thought, well, that's interesting. I think he would have his phone. Oh, they can definitely track his phone. But this is the thing. Like, if you're lying to them and saying, "No, I wasn't here," and you're beaming up inside down this, the highway, that's not gonna go well. Justin, I found an article about a house fire. No, this was it said construction fire. Seth said that when he and Katie were together, they would talk while driving to work, so it is common for her. Yeah. What do you think about the diaper being found in the area? So I don't think it was confirmed a diaper, Martha. Um, I don't think it was confirmed a diaper. Yeah, that's what she says, but did they really? So phone call was a lot to make it look like they were on the phone for 3 hours when really he called her from the phone before he headed to her house. Mhm. I mean, if that is the case of her doing it, in my opinion. Now, if he did it, see, this is the thing. Either way, our phone tells on us for everything nowadays. Our phone tells on us for everything. We all have a pattern in our daily lives. We are all on the phone or on the internet for usually around the same time every day. And if your phone is completely off for 3 hours or 6 hours and it hasn't been off for 3 hours or 6 hours in a long, long, long time or ever, well, that raises a bunch of red flags. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll see if I can find it. Justin, you can forward your calls to a different number and it acts like it is your number. It even displays as the original phone number. Yeah, yeah, but they can find that, right? Hey, Tinsley. You leave your Wi-Fi phone home and use an old one without Wi-Fi. I leave my Wi-Fi phone home and take my non-Wi-Fi one with me. Hold on a minute. You leave your Wi-Fi phone home. and use an old one without. I don't even understand. You can use a phone without Wi-Fi nowadays? Like, does it not have Wi-Fi or right, Amy. Or does it not do you just not turn the Wi-Fi on? Have a very old I mean, is it like one of those bag phones? You remember the bag phones? I'm old. Sorry. Yeah, a flip phone. What do you have, like a rotary phone in your car? Some of y'all probably don't even know what that is. Uh, Nokia. Um, your phone can be a mobile or Wi-Fi. Yes. You can turn your Wi-Fi off and still use mobile internet. I have Wi-Fi in my car, and then when I get in my car, it hooks to Wi-Fi calling, I think it is. Law enforcement hasn't confirmed much about anything in this case. Either have they, you know, Carrie, whenever I read the TBI statement, it says, we haven't given up on finding Sebastian Rogers. And I almost get um I can't even think of the word. I'm so tired. I probably need to sleep, but flashbacks, I guess you could say, of Summer Wells. It's like trauma of hearing, that's what they say about Summer Wells. We haven't given up on Summer Wells. And it's like nobody will even give us a freaking update. We haven't had an update 2 damn years almost. Yeah, deja vu, exactly. Me too, Bella. Thank you. Hey girl, how are you? Phone was messing up. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube right now. It's terrible. Like every time I go to a chat, it freezes. TBI has copy and pasted Summer Wells. There is things that is exactly like the same. They aren't allowing volunteers. I don't know. Hawkins County, when it comes to Summer Wells, I don't even freaking know. In my opinion, they called each other and set their phones down. Then they came down and they used burner phones. Well, the thing is, they would have to have more than one phone. Now, do they have company phones? That's the thing. Does Chris have a company phone? Does she have a company phone? And if they do, you know, a lot of people have more than one phone. So, where did the canine hit on scent of Sebastian? We have no idea if the canine when it comes today we just know that there is allegedly some type of hit, but we don't know if that has anything at all to do with Sebastian. So, don't don't get your hopes up. Um, I hope and pray that he's found soon. Hey, coexist. How are you, love? Um, He really is, Boo. And I tell you, they say, from what I've heard, that Chris and his mom are very similar, allegedly. Chris did say he's wearing 2 hearing devices, one for his phone, for his work radio. Maybe that means something. Perhaps. Oh, Nancy Grace said the mom took a polygraph. He did not say if she passed or failed. He did not mention saying he didn't know if Chris took one. I can tell you that Chris allegedly freaked out whenever she took a polygraph, but from what I understand, she allegedly passed it. Now, Chris, I don't know if he took one or not, but he said on Smiley's, not Smiley's, I apologize. On Duchess, they were asking him, "Did y'all take a polygraph?" And the thing he said, he's clever, he's real clever, loves to play with words. They said, did y'all take a polygraph?" He said, "Passed." Passed. He didn't say I passed. He said he did and passed. No, he just said passed, passed. And then she asked him again earlier, and then he's like, "Oh, I didn't say who passed or who took a test." You guys remember that if you watch Duchess? And then I was like, oh, he likes to play with words. Mm-hmm. Yes, Mohawk. Yes. Um, the dog found something, you think? I mean, it may have found something, but we have no idea, have no clue if that is Sebastian. I mean, they're going back out looking tomorrow, right? Oh, he's so controlling. He's so arrogant. So arrogant. Who's friends with the officer in the neighborhood? Why stop the search of the landfill? They did a very relatively small search at the landfill. Maybe they found what they were looking for, as far as maybe they found the trash and there was nothing to it. Yeah, I mean there could have been a body there and moved, but I don't think it would have been related to this case. There's you know, when we think about this, I mean, when you think about it, there's a lot of bodies, a lot of places, right? That we just don't know until someone finds them or never finds them. In the Suzanne Morphew case, searchers were out searching for a completely another human being. They weren't looking for Suzanne, but guess what? They didn't find the man that they were looking for, but they did find Suzanne Morphew. Oh, Barry done thought he got away with it. He thought he was out of jail. They had dropped the charges. I think he was in freaking Mexico or something, or planning on moving to Mexico. What's that? Listen, Linda, on JLR Live, some lady told him what, babe. When JLR drove by the construction site by their house, a lot of construction dumpsters. It is bizarre, but you know, I've been on Katie from day one. You know, if you're, I mean, listen, they've only been what, together like 6 or 7 years. When you're that's relatively a a rather new relationship in the scheme of things, right? To have For a man to be married on his 5th marriage, I look forward probably might be on his 6th before long. I don't know, and maybe in jail. I don't know. We'll see. Allegedly. But you've got all that debt. You've got You're both working. She has, a son that is special needs. He is a controlling, manipulating scumbag, in my opinion. She's alone most of the time. He is having um, battling custody with his ex. That's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress. And she's allegedly kicking it with the neighbors. Chris is not. He's with not many people would probably have him. He's with his fifth wheel, and she's there a lot, just alone. So what does she do? In my opinion, she turns back the bottle, right? Turns back the bottle as comfort. Now, how does what kind of person is she when she's turning back the bottle? Some people are not really different when they're drinking. Some people cannot drink. They're completely different people. He Sebastian is 15. His mind is changing, his body is changing, right? He is apparently wanting to live with his father, his real father, Seth. Seth picked up his entire life and moved to where they are just for his son. There was some, give and take of, finding, I guess, allowing him to be there, but apparently Sebastian wanted to be with his dad, Seth. And I think as Sebastian got bigger, he probably which, it's normal. Your kids will challenge you a little bit more as they get older, and him being special needs, I'm sure at times it is extra, difficult at times. but he was just diagnosed just last year. And I think that did not go over well with one of the two. Now, the question I have is, why are they taking up for one another? Why are they taking up for one another? Sometimes I feel like it's more Katie than I feel like it's more Chris. Because most mothers, if especially the non-bio, the stepdad, did something like this, you would call on him. You would call and be like, my husband just did something, right? My husband just did something. And you would tell, you just did something to my kid. You just did something to my kid. And you would call. So that kind of makes me feel more like Katie a lot of times. But then I think, look at Chris. You know, I can see him maybe standing by her side a little more. Why would you call Chris before the police? I mean, I don't really fault a parent. Some people do. I don't really fault a parent for calling their husband or their wife and saying, "Listen, I can't find I can't find our kid. Did they go with you? Uh, did they say they were going somewhere?" And then calling the police. So some people, you know, they're like, call the police and then call you. You know, that I don't really, fault too much. Yes, Chaz, being a teenager is hard when you have parents, or at least one parent, especially a step parent, that won't even try to understand and help work through the trials and tribulations of being a teen. It sounds like Chris in his either they get sick and tired of him, or he just, when he gets fed up, he just quits, and then it's a divorce. RVC Outdoor Destinations is a really close campground to where his work was. So the campground that he stays at is in Mississippi. Did it take her and Chris 39 effing minutes to call 911 on a damn three-way? They have not released that 911 call. Citing rather, that it is an ongoing investigation. Let me tell you something. Tennessee, I get FOIAs all the time. All the time. And Tennessee, it is so hard to get a FOIA. Some states, FOIAs are redonkulous to get. They said we aren't paying child support. Is that what you 5 women, 4 divorces, and 1 cheater. Now, Chris says that if you call most of his exes, they will say they still talk today, like everything's hunky dory. But that's not actually right, is it, Chris? Is it? It's not actually right, is it, Chris? Um, I don't know. Oh crap! Sorry, I'm looking for something real quick. There's just too much, way too much to this. Oh, this was today. Let me see if I can find it. It's article. And this says search continues as Middle Tennessee Amber Alert subject missing nearly a month. We're almost at a month, y'all. This sweet Sebastian has not been found. And the United Cajun Navy, along with nearly a dozen volunteers, went out to the Rockland Road recreation area on Saturday looking for 15-year-old. Wanted to do that. I did not want that ad. Uh, Sebastian Rogers, who was reported missing on February 26th. Boy, we are almost at a month. The UNC deployed a search team with K9. Officials on March 4th said they were scaling back the ground search. Sebastian's dad, along with those searching, he told Fox 17 News that he continues to look for his son everywhere. Chris has lived in Virginia and oh really? I knew that. I knew that. Well, if one did it and one is taking up for the other one, especially in my opinion, if Chris did this and mom is taking up for him, that's even worse. Because you are like, you did not have to be involved in this. You did not have to be involved in this. And it's still not too late, Katie, just so you know. It feels like the Wells 2.0. Feels like the Wells with money. A little bit more money, right? The wells that actually clean, right? And have teeth. You think Chris is protecting her? I mean, I think that Chris is. I think the same thing. Like if with with either one of them, honestly, it could be a coin toss between the two. But I just feel like Chris would be more likely to take up for her and protect her than she would him because that's her son, right? Is it true that Sebastian was going to testify for ex and daughter? Somebody has said that, but I have not heard that, so not that I am aware of. I think Krista put her up to it. I also wonder, Chris talking about, let me tell y'all something. You want to know how to keep your kid's bedroom clean? Well, tell them if they don't go in there and clean it, Okay, Miss Kirby, thank you. That you're going to go in there and clean it for him. And you go in there and you take all the stuff on the floor and you put in a garbage bag. And then you give it to the kid. Tell him to tie it up and take it outside in the trash. Let me be crystal clear. Now, Sebastian took the trash out. They said Sebastian's room was a mess. I get it. People were searching. But when you're searching for someone, right? When you're searching for a 15-year-old, you're not going to pull stuff off of dressers, right? You're not going to pull stuff. You're not going to look for them in a drawer. So why was it messy? Did he come home for the weekend and just went in there and saw it? Yeah, of course, most teenagers' rooms are messy. Absolutely. But it's their own space, right? Oh, let me check that email 1 second. Let me see. Oh, interesting. Interesting. What's going on here? Posted in Sebastian Rogers' Facebook group. Claims some guy named Mark is following searchers. Does anyone recognize this man? Says his name is Mark. I'm editing this to say he has been following searchers. Huh. Does anyone know who that is? He looks like Sogun. Who's that? I'm getting another. Hmm. Thank you for helping his dad. Please, Lord, let y'all find this baby and give him some closure. Okay. The search is going to be a tearjerker for sure. Oh my goodness, I was watching it on live on YouTube. The rescue dog are amazing. You and your staff are incredible, like shepherds searching for lost sheep. May God bless you. Matthew 19:26. Jesus looked at them and said, okay. I don't know. I kind of want, do you think they found, did they find anything today? Like, did they find evidence? Did they find anything? I want to know. Kind of looks like him, doesn't it? Could look like a family member. You know those guys, they wear the hat. They put their arm over the steering wheel like this. And they're driving. Yo, chickie, what's up? Kind of like that. Um, it's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, Down Under Crime Talks. I don't know where it originally came from, but it's not true that they're not stopping the search. Thank God. Military bikers group. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. What I see you say? Mm-hmm. That's right, 1-800. I see you saying anything. I don't know. Like, isn't that what you sent me? You emailed me again? Let me find it. In the meantime, Chris wants us to believe that those little dogs scratched them. Miss Kirby, I don't see. I don't. Oh, yeah, you emailed me, but I showed that. The guy with mound of dirt. Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. Hold on. Okay. Maybe another one? Both together. What do you mean both together? I don't know what you mean by both together. Looks like scratches from your 70-pound dog, exactly. Well, remember those scratches are from, he says, the dog. Whenever, Sebastian had been missing 8 days at that point. Just for the comparison. Oh. Oh, oh, got you what you're saying. Okay. Here we go. They could definitely be related. Is that his brother? Here, I'm gonna change my title. So people don't keep saying it. What do y'all think about this? I think you're right, Miss Kirby. I don't think that's Chris. I don't think that's Chris. What beautiful sunflower say? Kate's hands at the restaurant. You can't. Oh, Kate's hands at the restaurant. Okay, got what you're saying. Let me see. Her phone was up. Okay. Here, I'll put it in a program so we can zoom in her hands here. Give me 1 second. Oops. Damn, Chris, come up here so I can talk to you, please. I got questions. You will not answer anyone's hard questions. I don't care what you say. All right. Let's look at the hands. Second. Let me make it a little smaller. Here is the hand. I just see a vein. And he told Smiley he had one arm and a finger injured from dog, but it's both arms. Mm. Let me see something. Maybe get something in here. Oh. Oh, Smiley. Hmm. Is that who is that who that is, Smiley? Does it start with an M? A Morky? Is that who that is? Is it start with an M? Yeah. Hmm. That's the brother. She's got a ring on. She does have a ring on. Yeah, but they don't have a cat. They don't have a cat, Lisa. Those bites are elongated, not like fangs from an animal. Hmm. Yeah, that's her right hand. How do you reverse a picture? Um, well, I mean, you can reverse if you mean like reverse engineer a picture. You can do it from Google as well, but that photo would have had already been online somewhere. Or you can. So it's probably not going to reverse anything. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Not like a profile picture or anything, right? Didn't get a play. That's true. Oh, I can hold on. You know what? Get an oven rack burn. An oven rack burn. No, it's not an oven rack burn. That's not a burn. That's no, it's not a burn. It's some type of cut or scratch or bite. It's definitely not a burn in my opinion.
talked about how his actions and behaviors could be different, or how he would respond in a new environment.
Well, that's kind of tricky because Sebastian hasn't been on his medication in 20 days. So he is rambunctious. He's gonna be hungry. He turns into a bottomless pit. I mean,
Thank you,
he's
movie
a teenage
star.
boy, always hungry. On the spectrum, yes. But not one autistic child in this world is like another one. What we can tell you is he's smart. He can be goofy. He kind of has issues with personal space. He hasn't mastered.
He can be
up in your face kind of kid. He's
Now, up in your face kind of kid. How do you think is there another Amber Alert out? Do you guys think that if they got up in his face, like Sebastian got up in their face, might be a problem? Mm-hmm. Definitely. Is there another Amber Alert? Yeah, a Morky is a yep.
he can be aggressive if he's upset.
Yeah, he's emotional. He's a teenager.
He doesn't like punch and hit and throw, but he
No.
gets really like aggressive stanced or like clipped where he just won't talk to you, or if he's really upset, he like growls.
Yeah, he. Oh man.
Share, look, pay
Be
attention.
vigilant. And we don't expect everybody to stop what they do and spend every waking minute. But you would be surprised on how easily people are complacent.
Oh crap. Sorry. We don't stop. We don't expect everyone to stop with but every waking minute. If that's most of our kids, we would be like, I want the world to stop. Does anyone got a profile picture for that person?
talked about how his actions and behavior.
Everyone.
Feel they need to know. There's a difference. Unfortunately, what I will tell you is that when you're the family in this position and you're working with law enforcement and everything's going the way it goes, people automatically assume this parent or that parent. And in this situation, I can promise you, every single parent has been vetted.
Listen to this.
I can't go into details, but I can tell you we have been vetted and we have been cleared.
Listen, if you have been vetted and you have been cleared, you can go into details. Okay? Because they're not going to tell them anything more than they're going to tell us. That's just the way investigations work. And trust me, innocent parents get very frustrated at that. And I understand why, because they want to know. But they're not going to tell, in my opinion, the Proudfoots anything more than they're going to tell us.
Of all possibility of wrongdoing, foul play, there's nothing to that. We've heard all kinds of stories.
I pretty much don't even go online anymore at this point.
I, on the other hand, I do go on and I do talk to these folks and I want them to understand they have this formulated opinion on who we are, not who we truly are. They've never met us. We've never crossed paths with some of these folks. But I have told them online, if you want to know, just ask me.
I did.
I'll answer your questions to the best of what I can. There are some things that I cannot give you because law enforcement has dictated that we are not to provide certain information.
Again, they have not told them anything more than they have told us. They have not told them a thing more than they have told us. Especially, they have not been cleared. Now, they have said they are working with them, law enforcement.
But I will try. I am direct, I am brash, but I am very respectful.
He's direct, he's brash, but he's very respectful.
Exactly what it is, it's speculations. Now, what I can give you an official statement on is team.
Wait for his official statement, y'all. Here's his official statement.
FBI Newslink has released a statement from law enforcement, between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal.
Did you hear him cracking his knuckles?
Law enforcement, and they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight, I hate to say this, it's not. As much as we would love it to be one, it's not. I'm not going to go into details as far as where that video is shot from, but I can tell you, as the parents, we have seen the video firsthand from law enforcement. We know exactly where it was taken from, and nothing that is being assumed right now is actually true about that video, unfortunately.
Okay.
So he's saying there's nothing to that video. There's nothing to that video. It means absolutely nothing, he's saying. They wish it was something, he says. But as an official statement, there's nothing to it. But he can't tell us what part of the yard it's coming from because it doesn't matter but he can't tell us. He's like double talking here. It's so frustrating.
And anything about any other videos or anything like that, please refer to the TBI news link that they have out there, the updated Amber Alert stuff. And it will give you the most up-to-date information that all law enforcement has. And they will give you current as far as what's what and how they're looking at things.
And if there's any new video, forward it to them.
Please.
Yeah. Security footage is really like a game changer. We're working on Riley's strain and trying to find like if someone missed one on a corner or something. That's
around this neighborhood, and this whole community. I mean, I can tell you that much here. When it comes to the cameras, there has not been one person that has said no. And trust me, it is greatly felt that everybody has been so open, so helpful.
It was
in pushing out any which way they can. I mean, there's been some families that have actually been on vacation that weren't home, and they got they've got permission from that family to take a look at their cameras and go in their houses without them even being present, which has been amazing. So, but yeah,
that's good. If there was something that you could say to Sebastian if he was listening, what?
It makes no sense at all.
Talked about how his actions and behaviors could be different, or how he would respond in a new environment.
Well, that's kind of tricky because Sebastian hasn't been on his medication in 20 days. So he is rambunctious. He's going to be hungry. He turns into a bottomless pit. I mean, he's your teenage boy, always hungry. On the spectrum, yes. But not one autistic child in this world is like another one. What we can tell you is he's smart. He can be goofy. He kind of has issues with personal space. He hasn't mastered.
He can be
up in your face kind of kid.
He can be aggressive if he's upset.
Yeah. He's emotional. He's a teenager.
He doesn't like punch and hit and throw, but he gets really like aggressive stance or like clipped where he just won't talk to you, or if he's really upset, he like growls.
Yeah, man.
Share, look,
be vigilant. We don't expect everybody to stop what they do and spend every waking minute. But you would be surprised on how easily people are complacent and not realize certain things. We're all guilty because we're all human. We all live a daily life. But sometimes just being a little bit extra vigilant.
Aware of your surroundings in
We
case
are.
there's something suspicious.
You never know.
We are.
But don't ever stop is all we ask. Please keep looking, keep searching. Anything, reach out. Doesn't matter.
So, I've seen this, but I've not shown this. Here, let me show it to y'all. Chris Little, he's not, he's brash, but he's not disrespectful. Where I gotta show you how heartless I can be. You might not look at me the same. Christopher Proudfoot. Let me do it like this. 1 second so I can make it bigger. Betting on the damsel act, yeah. He's brash, but he's respectful, y'all. And he's making that crystal clear. Justin just came to mind. Giselle. What, the real me? Yeah, no, yeah, exactly, Tar. Hmm. You know, I really believe your I say this all the time. If you're new to my channel, you probably not heard this. But I always say your history of your social media really shows what kind of person you are as far as your mind, where it is, um because it's a history as well of who you are throughout your life. And I always say this, especially don't ever trust anyone who has 74 YouTube, or not YouTube, but like Facebook accounts. Don't ever trust anybody. If you can't manage your passwords, you definitely can't manage your life. Like, listen, we all get locked out sometimes. I get it, but that's why you have an email to back it up with. And so many cases that we look at, we'll get their background. Oh, Trizel, gotcha. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's true, the real me. Justin just came to mind that Trizel said rambunctious. He said the exact same thing. Yes, he did. About the boys in his statement to the media when he was looking. They're rambunctious. That's when they were standing out in the yard. But we'll look at so many. And when we get like their backgrounds, it'll show us their social media. And sometimes they'll have like 12 or more Facebook profiles. And someone who just gives up on their profile, it's like, I'll start over. I'll just start over and build up my, I'll just refriend them or whatever. It's like, no, take care of what you got, and find your password, figure it out. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, Chris, if you're here, come on panel, please. I'd love to talk to you, speak to you, ask you some questions. I'm right here. I'm not going to be disrespectful or brash to you. I just have some questions. You did say you would come on my program. It's 1:20 in the morning. You're not doing anything. I know you're up. Come on up. Help us. Help us help you. Right? Clear up some stuff. Clear it up. Nobody wants to think of parents or, step parents like this. Here, let me text. Is he in chat? He's watching. Guarantee it. Realize the lioness is the hunters in the picture of the female. Right. Why they do that? What's that, Dino? Do what? Do what, babe? I need to change my cover here. We're going to text him and see if he will come on up. Come on, Chris. Just answer some questions would be great. We just need you to answer some questions. That's all. What's wrong with answering some questions about your stepson who you say you love so much? Right? We all want to understand. Absolutely. We all want to understand. He's got to monitor the radio situations. Listen, it's pointless for him to monitor that radio right now because he's not going to hear anything. Not going to hear anything. I have 100 Gmail accounts because I have used to play a game called Conquer Online and a bunch of characters. I had to have a bunch of new emails. No, I'm not talking about emails, Dino. Not talking about emails. I'm talking about Facebook accounts. I'm talking about like Facebook accounts. I don't think he's responding. Thank you, Dino. Yeah, what about clearing your name? Just come on up. Short man. How tall is he? I wonder how tall he is. The Lion Pig posted. Do we know? I don't know when the Lion Pig was posted. Yeah. I mean, I'm extremely respectful. I mean, I've talked to some really bad people, right? Some really bad people. And it's really bad. Yeah, if y'all want to subscribe to my new channel, it's called HeySweettea. Sweet TEA. Because when the South would say, "Hey, sweetie, how you doing, honey? How you doing, sis?" That's how we do it. So, did he just post that? No, he would be a big idiot to do that right there, right? Yeah, he would be. Listen, it seems, you know what? I wonder why he is actually scared to talk to men? And listen, I told you, Chris, start out with me. You know, I'm a girly boy. So it works. Sub 392. Thank you. Thank you, dear. I didn't. Well, I just announced it tonight. Thank you, Jeb. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. So I told you, start out with me and work your way up, Chris. Listen, you're going to be in prison soon, in my opinion, probably allegedly. you know what? You better get used to us. We're here, and we're here to stay. Oh God, I need to go to bed, y'all. I'm telling you. Oh, thank you for subbing to my new channel. So my other channel is just going to be me. Uh, please don't tell me he's 5'1". He's not 5'1", is he? No wonder he's fucking angry. Is he really 5'1"? Is he really 5'1"? Is he really 5'1"? 5'5"? Okay. Turtle, you're not going to like this, what I'm about to say. I'm sorry. I don't mean it to be mean or anything. But that's Dolly short. I don't mean to be mean. I mean, I'm short, but I'm not 5'5" short. Yeah, but you're a female. You're a female. Right? Didn't mean it to be mean, I promise. But think he is 5'6". Well, so most men. So get this, most men. Okay, 80% of women say they want. This is a true fact. 80% of women say they'd rather have a man 6 foot or over. 6 foot or over. And I agree. But this is women. This is women talking. And only 15% of the population of men are over 6 foot. 6 foot or over. So there you go. You're 6'1"? Wow. That's amazing. I wish if I would. That's amazing. I'm 5'9", so I like him taller. Like everyone, my grandson is 22. My boys are tall as well. Everyone in my house, other than me, is, well, they're all going to be over 6 foot. My husband would be the shortest. He's 6'1". And like my boys would they're almost 6 foot now. And my oldest, he's 6. I think he's 6'2" right now. So when we do family pictures, it's like they're all up here, and then I'm like, jumping up here. She wears a size 11 shoe. So, why do you say that, Shelly? No. I'm 5. I think I'm 5. 859. So my boys, like, you take them to, when you take them to the pediatrician, they project how tall they're going to be, and they're projected at 6'6" to 6'5", 6'6" to, and I think that that's minimum, and I think they're going to be taller than that, to be honest with you. Small feet, small hands, small pen. So listen, I'm 5'8", and I wear an 11 and a half shoe. So it's hard for me to find shoes. It's hard for my whole family to find shoes. They're just slightly less than average for a man. That's gonna be right. Bullhorn Betty said Chris threatened Seth with the lawsuit. So they I don't know if it was necessarily Seth, but it was Seth's it was the Rogers family, more or less. Kids are bigger these days. My fiance that passed was 6'6", and he wore a size 15 shoe. Yeah. Yeah, my boys, my husband's 6'1". He could have unlocked the bedroom window before he went to work. See, I don't think this was premeditated. I think it popped off. I know, Riley. Debbie, what bothered me, his mother crying like that broke my heart. That is a mother. That is a mother. Riley's mother is a mother. Right? Snapped. Yes. Riley has a beautiful, beautiful family. Very beautiful family. Yet to be 4'11", it's so my sister-in-law, she's I think she's like 5'11", which is pretty tall for a female. Pretty tall for a female. I cried when she said hug your kids. I can't even read it. Yeah. Yeah, that's bringing tears to my eyes just thinking about it. I already feel like nothing will come out of this case. Oh God, I hope you're wrong. I pray you're wrong. Listen, I think he will be found. I think he will be found. He doesn't. I just think that now, when something like this happens with high profile cases, there is so much online presence that, it's not just YouTube, right? It's TikTok, it's Facebook, it's Instagram, it's news stations, and everything in between. So, well, I think they're still looking for him and very scaled back, but they're doing private So like EquiSearch is there. And then I forget who, I always forget their name. The guys that was looking today. What are they called? Army something? Cajun Navy. Yeah, Cajun Navy. Like, never heard of them before, but they said, I mean, in their post today, they said that he said I can't say much else, but he said all I can say is that our team is awesome. Black skies. What black skies say? What's going on? What I miss? He makes chica. What did black skies say? Thank you, Ava. What I miss? I think CP took him somewhere to make a man out of him. Wilderness. I am sick of parents and caregivers doing this to innocent children. Me too. And it's time. Like, don't give these men, dummies, whoever they are, in control of your kids, man. You know, like, this is ridiculous. Like, this has got to stop. For real. We hear this every single day almost. All right, guys, I'm jumping off. This was supposed to be a quick live. I am 2 hours and 8 minutes in. I need to go wash my face and get in my pajamas. I will be live tomorrow at some point. If anything pops off at any time, my phone will blow up and I will be live. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining this evening. I will post my new channel. It has no content on it yet, in the description on both channels. If you haven't subbed up to it for the replay crew, link will be in the description. It's called what's it called? HeySweettea. HeySweettea. Thank you, loves. Thank you, dears. Appreciate you all. Get some rest, everybody. We can't do it all in one day. Tomorrow's Sunday. Hit the like on your way out if you haven't yet hit it. It's a free way to help do your part in getting that algorithm to send this out so others see it. Thank you all. Good night. God bless each and every single one of you. I appreciate you all. Justice for Sebastian Rogers. Good night.